I like to reframe it. You're helping people make a decision. So really what it is how do you help architect decision? You're a decision architect. How do you get people to get over their fears?
When it comes to the broad world of marketing, we obviously know that systems matter. In your opinion, what are like the systems, the core systems? If we had to, let's say if we had to dial it down to 3 systems when it comes to like the marketing needs of, in the realm of uplifting humanity, our ideal clients, I guess, our doctors, our clinicians, our practitioners, what would you say like the 3 core systems might be for them?
Yeah, so it's a good question. It's a very straightforward answer. And so I'm going to give you the 3 answers, and then I'm going to expand on the 3, and we can start from whatever direction we go, inward to outwards, or outwards to inward. So the first thing you need is some sort of attention system. So attention being you getting predictably eyeballs on your thing. Hey, world, I do this. So the main ways, and this is not new, these are just the way attention flows. You have paid ads, pay-per-click, your Facebook, your TikToks, this kind of stuff. I don't really particularly like TikTok that much for healthcare or higher ticket things. You have content, social media. You're posting on the platforms. You got obviously you have more professional platforms like LinkedIn, which are more utilitarian. You have stuff like TikTok, which is hedonistic. So this is going to be quick dopamine, faster clips, 10 seconds, 5 seconds at a time, versus LinkedIn tends to be more professional. And the platforms in the middle that kind of vary between those 2 points. You have partnerships. So you can do partnerships. You can get affiliates essentially with your local practitioners and say, hey, I do this thing. Or other, not even practitioners, it could be other businesses in general that are adjacent to what you do. They'd be a good source of prospective leads because they're aligned with what you do. As an example, let's say you don't do massage therapy or yoga, or maybe it's a health club. Well, those would probably be good patients for you, depending on what you do, because those people are looking for more holistic, health and wellness focused type of stuff that you're already investing in. So they might be a very good customer, or customer to what you do, but essentially a patient or client to what you do. And then I would say lastly, normally what you would have is your sponsorships. You have these events that you can run where you can start getting attention, where you're going to places and you're sharing what you do. And that way people can see it, but you're typically doing a large group where you're going to a location, you're saying, here's my thing, here's what we do here, here's what we do at the clinic. These tend to be like events, like you can run a seminar, like a private dinner, but these are ways to get attention, and you're getting in front of the patient. Now, funny enough, events are a great way to also demonstrate. So this is going to be the second layer, so demonstration. The biggest thing is getting attention is great. But if you don't push them to something where they can learn about what you do, then it's a moot point, because trust is at all-time low. Just the study that I just read, I believe it was actually published by Google. I'll double check this. It was like 46 touches before becoming a paying customer, patient, client, et cetera, et cetera. 46. It used to be like 18 not too long ago. Because we have the advent of AI, the advent of so much information out there, the trust is continuing to dwindle, and people are looking for authority figures. And so because of this, you're needing a lot more impressions, or a lot more people getting in front of you to get them across the line. And one of the ways you can fast track that is through demonstration. So demonstration has a few different flavors. You have short and long timelines of conversion. So the shortest is some sort of direct offer. I have this thing, do you want it? Come buy it. It's going to be the smallest amount of people are going to be at that bucket. But there are those people. I would say 2 to 3% of your market, you can say, here's this thing. I have this thing. If you want it, book a call, book with me, come in the clinic, book online, what have you, pay the thing, and let's get started. So it's going to be your smallest bucket. That's going to be the fastest. The longest timeline of horizon is going to be content. However, content is one of those things that when done right, when done properly, it can be evergreen. It's an asset that grows essentially in your business that people can consume at any time, and they can start to get to know you or your brand over the period of time at their own timeline. And by the time they're ready to buy, typically they're super warm. You don't really need to do much because they've already spent the time learning about your business. So that's content, and you have like a direct offer. So some sort of like short sales video or an offer on a sales page, and here it is. Then in the middle, you have a couple options. You have like books. You have events that also fall into that. You have products that are more of like if you imagine like a Costco, they give you an appetizer. So they give you some sort of like product. It's typically free, but you can give paid products that are inexpensive, such as digital info products, such as like an ebook, or you could give a calculator of some sort, maybe helping someone with their blood work, or give them a small little course. These things in the middle can help demonstrate, and some of those you can even monetize, and that will help demonstrate that you are who you say you are. These are the things that I typically think about when it comes to demonstration. You have long form and short form direct offers, and then everything in between allows you to show that you know what you're talking about. Next thing is going to be the monetization. It's the third step. So you have attention, you have demonstration, and third is monetization. Now the monetization systems, you have different ways you can monetize what you do. A lot of practitioners don't think through this, and I think this is one of the biggest challenges. I can't tell you how many times I hop on phone calls, and I'm seeing between 70-80% of the time, when we go into the numbers, we are looking at how much it costs to actually acquire the patient through paid ads or through the whatever method of choice. When it comes down to the cost of doing business, goods sold, cost of fixed expenses, how many staff members they're using to fulfill on the service or what they're delivering on, the cost of the technology, expendables, blood work, labs, things of this nature. When we start doing the numbers lots of times are pretty bad, or sometimes upside down or inflated. So I'm $500 an hour. No, when we go into, you're only $40 an hour. Oh shit. Like, okay. So now we have a sobering analysis of that. Monetization also means not only what you're delivering and how it's packaged, but how you're delivering it and how you're getting people across the line, from understanding, from demonstration to buying. So it's going to include sales, which is a nasty word for most practitioners. I don't like that word. It's vulgar. I like to reframe it like you're helping people make a decision. So really what it is how do you help architect decision? You're a decision architect. How do you get people to get over their fears? And having a system to know, here's the things they're going to say. Here's the objections they're going to have. They're going to say, well, have you ever worked with anybody that has this problem? I have this special case, and I'm very unique. Well, likely you've probably worked with them. Do you have a guarantee? How can I guarantee your health? That's not mine to guarantee. You're only here, 3 hours a week. There's 168 hours in a week. It's not mine to guarantee, right? So these kinds of things, or material to show them. Hey, now that you're here, now that you're past demonstration, you believe me that I can help you. How can I showcase to them that their specific case can be very unique? And like, here's a video for you specifically for your instance, or a way to present like a slide deck. This is one of the things we help our practitioners develop, is a ways to be able to easily or more simply convert a interested person in care that's likely been burned. They've probably worked with 5, 7, 10 other doctors and not got the results. How do we help them get across the line? How do we help them get over their fears? If you are legitimate, you should have ways to showcase that. You can do everything right and it's still not going to work. And you could have people that won't move forward with you, even if you do everything perfectly. You're still going to have those people. But if you start seeing 30%, 40% of the people that come in at a minimum from a cold, they've never heard of you before, they're not really referring, 30 or 40% of those people are converting, that's pretty good. It's actually extremely good. So I think when you have attention, ways to get people to pay attention to you, you raise hey, this is the thing I do. If you want it, come here. Demonstration, hey, this is the thing that I do. Here's proof that I know what I'm talking about. Here's a framework, here's examples. Let me show you that I know what I'm talking about. And then a way to monetize it, not only from the point of them saying, yes, I'm ready to move forward, I want to understand more. How do you help them? How do you architect decisions and help them navigate their fears so that they ultimately can say, yes, I want to do this.